Hi, welcome to the Rosewell Amps workshop, and this will be the penultimate video on the AC30, the 1963 AC30 with reverb and top boost refurbishment. And here it's all back together, and you can just see some of the electronics where I redesigned the reverb so we could use a proper reverb tank instead of that silly single spring with the record player cartridges. Very ineffective and poor sounding reverb they were. So I used the same a new piece of tag board. I didn't use the Vera board. I'd got some of the same size. So it's a design which I came up with to make sure the performance of the AC30 wouldn't change. So it's a very high impedance input and output circuitry, so when you tap that onto the phase inverter, it doesn't load it and change the tone or the gain structure. So I also replaced all the cables, the cables going into the top boost module, and I use nice RG174. It's coax, miniature coax used for RF work, radio frequency work, so you can rest assured it works very well at audio. And here's all the old bits of cable that they'd used in the past for it, and so it's looking a bit worse for wear, so thought I'd change it all. Here's just a small selection of all the components that I've had to replace during the refurbishment. And there's also the solid state rectifier. If you remember, they'd taken out the GZ34. The problem with these is it ups the HT to about 350 volts ish, which is way more than the EL84s are designed to handle. So the GZ34's back in, as is the CAN capacitor. I think I mentioned that in previous videos. I've cut my finger, so hence the nice blue plaster. Oh, one other thing I did is the mounting for this. It was very poorly mounted, so I tapped this bracket 2BA tap, so it's now got a nice countersunk screw in here, and this hole is not used on the back panel, so this will be covered up by the back panel nice and flush. So just having a look at some of these components that are replaced. This 47K, I don't think I'm going to be able to do it and hold the camera at the same time, but this one's gone up to about 140K, so it's almost 3 times its value. Another one's gone up to 90K, just about double its value. There's a 22K somewhere there, that's gone up to about 60K, and so on and so forth with the rest of the components. One of these cathode bypass capacitors is completely open circuit. So, and some of these components have been taken out and replaced because someone prior had put the wrong values in. This is a small collection. There's a whole bunch of parts that I've replaced. So the last video, I did say this is penultimate. The last video will be of a good friend of mine, John Prendo, who hopefully will be arriving shortly. I'm going to drop this into the cab, and you'll be able to hear it and let me know, see what you think. So again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you later.